Hey guys, Q here, and this is how to defeat the Swordipede on Final Fantasy Remake 7, Final Fantasy 7 Remake on hard mode. For Barrett and Cloud, you are going to want melee builds. Obviously, for Aerith, you're going to want to have a magic build and Tifa a melee build. It doesn't really matter what you have equipped. Honestly, this boss for Barrett and Cloud is pretty simple. I have him with a geometric bracelet, but if you want to give him chain bangle or force bracelet, it's not a problem. Something to remember is that when you go into the second phase of this fight, you will have a chance to change everything. So for Tifa, we're gonna have the mithril claws. I thought I had her with the metal claws, but it doesn't really matter. And the healing Carcanet, and Aerith, again, mithril rod and healing Carcanet. The thing about Aerith and Tifa's section is that they do take a lot of damage, so making sure that they can really pump out that healing is a good thing. For Cloud materia, you want to have First Strike and Chakra, Steadfast Block and Prayer, 2 HP ups, and then give him 2 luck ups just for a little more damage. You don't need the MP, neither Cloud nor Barrett need MP, but make sure to give him Elemental and Lightning in the armor slot. That is the key for this fight. Barrett is going to be exactly the same. Now, the Prayer and the Chakras are really for Tifa and Aerith, because Barrett and Cloud do not have any trouble with this at all, really. Just a little bit of heal and you're good to go. I even gave him refocus materia since Cloud's using the luck up. And of course the lightning and elemental in the armor slot. For Tifa, again, I preset some of their materials HP up. And Tifa, you want to give her the time and magnify materia. You're going to be using a magnified haste during the second phase. And then Aerith is just preset with those steadfast block, prayer, HP ups. And I think I gave her magic ups just to give her that little extra damage. Aerith is going to be our damage dealer for the second phase. And the second phase is where it gets a little hard. Might take a couple tries, but the strategy is solid. It just completely depends on whether you get some bad luck or not. Now, I'm going to try and break this down easy for you. I tried to make sure that all the attacks were shown here to what to do about them. But again, the Cloud and Barrett section is not hard at all. As soon as he starts up, you can do plenty of damage with Cloud, plenty of damage with Barrett. If he's especially on ground level, he's going to use Livewire here. Remember, we absorb the lightning. So if he uses Livewire, feel free to use an Infinity's End. He sits still long enough for him to actually get it off. Maybe a Maximum Fury. Doesn't matter. This phase is a piece of cake for Cloud and Barrett. Just don't be an idiot. When he's on ground level, you can hit him with Cloud. I'm specifically not hitting him here so I can show you the energy volley that comes a little later. Again, Livewire, not a problem. If he goes up high, which you should see here in a second, again, it's just, there's not much to commentate on this. He's pretty easy. Just hit him and use a prayer, particularly if Barrett gets damaged. When he goes up high, he can use his. You can hit him with Cloud and get some hits off if you want. When he uses energy volley, I just stand in the corner and block. I don't think I've ever been hit while standing in the corner. There we go. But you see Barrett took a little bit of damage there, so I think I just used some prayer. Or I didn't even, because there we go. But one of the key things is when you start the next phase, hold that square button at the bottom left to make sure that you get a chance to open the menu for Aerith and Tifa, because you're going to need to switch those materia. So now that you have that menu up, basically you're just going to swap materia between Cloud and Tifa and between Barrett and Aerith. You want them basically to have the same setups, except of course Aerith has those magics ups instead of the refocus, and Tifa has that time magnify instead of the luck ups. And I got a little confused here. I'm like, wait. What did I just do? Okay, right, Barrett. There we go. Just make sure that they have the elemental and thunder for that live wire attack. Another thing I want to point out here, if Tifa dies, you can retry from last battle and retry from before this battle. That'll completely skip the first phase. You'll just retry on the second phase, and you'll still have the opportunity to open that menu. Now, if you want to retry the whole fight, you can retry from the first battle, but either way, if Tifa dies, just retry last battle. First thing you're going to do is switch to Aerith and then cast a magnified haste with Tifa. At this point, you're just going to stand still with Aerith and focus on, healing. Just this sawtooth spin attack does hit hard. So if Tifa or Aerith dies on it, just retry the battle. Don't worry about it, because as soon as he finishes the sawtooth is a great time to use your Tempest and use your Ray of Judgment. Particularly, we're just looking for those two attacks. When he uses that sawtooth spin, whatever it just was, use either Aerith's Ray of Judgment or her Focus. If you come across an energy volley, just run around. Again, Tifa just can't get out of the way. She's just not doing great. So I'm having Tifa use her prey because I want to save Aerith's Ray of Judgment. But again, once I came up with the strategy, it's not that hard. Yeah, a little bit of extra damage from Aerith attacking, and it's great. When he uses Live Wire, you basically won. It's just Tifa's life. She couldn't keep her life up. I'm like, come on. Again, if Tifa dies, just restart this battle, this phase of the battle. It's not that big a deal. There we go. So he uses Live Wire, so that's your time to use Ray of Judgment. As soon as you see that Live Wire go up, use Ray of Judgment and watch his health just drain. Beautiful. And just, a couple more attacks. It's not that hard. The hardest part is just keeping Tifa alive. But luckily, if Tifa dies, you can just retry this phase and get it done. Shouldn't pose too much of a problem if you have that electric lightning absorb, and then prayer and chakras. Save some magic for the Genova fight. And just focus on use that Ray of Judgment when he stops after those two attacks, and avoid that energy volley, because that energy volley will take you out. Alright, next one is going to be Genova, so stick around, and I have a great strategy for that one, so hopefully it'll be useful to you. Until then, I'm the Strategic Gamer, and I hope it helps.